Hey guys, Priscilla here, your Pampered Chef consultant. Always here to help you save some time and money in the kitchen. I'm doing a ramen today using some of that leftover rotisserie chicken. It's a nice thing to have, pre-cooked chicken ahead of time. You can either do boneless, skinless chicken breasts in your quick cooker or you can bake it in the oven. But on these hot days, you kind of don't really want to do that. So you can also do, you can buy a rotisserie chicken or you can do it in the air fryer, like I said earlier, or even in the quick cooker too, so you don't heat up your kitchen. So what I've done is take my rotisserie chicken and use it in multiple other recipes. So it's kind of a prep ahead or leftover type of thing. And this is kind of like a takeout recipe that you might want to try. And I am doing, I don't usually eat noodles, so I have what I have on hand. I had bought some ramen when my grandkids were here looking for my ginger. So I have a little bit of sesame oil. This is a new piece that's coming out. It is a, we call it a cast iron skillet. And we do have a lid for it. So I'm adding some ginger, added garlic, ginger, to sesame oil and a little bit of butter. Just saute that in there. If I could keep a hold of it, it would be much better, wouldn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And I've got somebody at the door. Hold on just a second.
I got a new bike.
Okay, I'm busy right now. I'll be right out, okay? Okay, I'll be out in a second.
I got a new bike.
Good for you. That's nice. Neighbor boy. Okay, sorry about that. He got a new bike, which I will have to go out and see in a little bit. So I am actually adding some dried mushrooms. Now I buy these at our local Mennonite store. We're adding some chicken broth or chicken stock. Now you could cook, and I'm doing just a half a recipe. So this recipe will basically serve 2 people. If you're just cooking for 2, I'm actually just making it for 1. And we want to bring that to a simmer, and that'll blend all the flavors. Now you could cook, once that comes to a boil, you could cook your noodles in there, but however, with your, if you're cooking noodles in the broth, that's going to take away from the clarity of the broth. It's going to put all of those starches from the noodles into the broth. So I'm going to cook my noodles separately. And being what I have on hand is just ramen noodles, I am going to use a pack of those without the seasoning because I'm making my own broth. And it comes together in just minutes if I can get this open. Okay. I believe I can't even open a bag of noodles. So you could use soba noodles or udon noodles, whatever you have on hand. Like I said, with the grandkids here, they like ramen. And so I had ramen on hand for them. And I wouldn't, and this is always the favorite for college students, right? So I do have my water boiling. Now I do suggest that you undercook your noodles because you're going to put those in your bowl. And I'm just going to use my bowl here. I'm going to break them just a little bit so they're not all. You're going to put them in your bowl. You're going to pour hot broth over them. So you don't want them to be overly cooked. So just a tip there. They normally say 3 minutes. I'm actually just going to try for 1.5 minutes. And while that's going, we're going to go ahead and cut some scallions and a little bit of jalapeno pepper. And I'm going to use some shredded chicken. And I've got basil from the garden, a little cilantro for some aromatics. You can do whatever you want. And that'll be enough jalapeno for me, I think. And now the Vietnamese use soft-boiled eggs in their ramen as well. I had just hard-boiled some eggs yesterday in my quick cooker. So I'm just going to use one of those. Now, if you really wanted to make it authentic, you could marinate, and you can do soft, hard, whatever you like. But you could marinate those eggs in the soy mixture as well, And that's where you'll see those colored eggs. If you go to a restaurant, you'll see those colored eggs. Hard-boiled eggs, they're already marinated. So we're going to go ahead and take that. I just want to make sure this comes to a boil here. We're going to give it another 30 seconds because they're not down in there. And we'll see. 1.5 minutes instead of 3. That should be good. I don't like mine overly cooked. We'll add the noodles to the bowl. We'll add the chicken. We'll add the jalapeno, the egg. And that's all there is to it. Super easy, super fun. And I think anybody in the family would love it. Who doesn't like ramen? But I did want to show you that new skillet with the lid. And that's rehydrating those dried mushrooms as well. And I'll just pour that right over top of everything in the bowl. And dinner is done. Doesn't take many minutes, and this will be perfect for fall. I mean, it's kind of a cooler day today, so it's perfect for that as well. If you have any questions, post below. If you like, hey Kim, how are you doing? If you like ramen, I love going to, I love noodle restaurants and things like that, but I for the most part, I stay away. But this will be a special treat for home. Rice noodles you can get, and you can also buy, if you want to stay away from gluten, you can use rice noodles, but you can also use there's another konjac noodles. They are plant-based and they are gluten-free, grain-free as well. So they're great for a keto diet type person as well. So lots of options for the noodles for you. Hope that helps. You guys have a great rest of your day. I will post a picture of my finished. Oh, now I am overcooking my noodles. I forgot to put the timer back on here. Hang on a second. Get those off. I will come back. I will post a picture with everything all done. And I will see you soon. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.